Hi, my name is Sushmita and welcome back to Try with Sushmita. Today we are not only learning the phrasal verbs, but we are also fixing the mistakes that are holding you up from becoming a fluent speaker. I have picked up 10 phrasal verbs today that even advanced speakers make mistakes sometimes. Let me know how many of these have you been misusing. To begin with, the first one is sleep in versus overslept. The mistake that people make, they use sleep in when they mean to say that they are late. Many people say, I slept in and missed my class. No, if it's an accident, it means you overslept. Remember, sleep in is not accidental. It is intentional. It's a luxury. Like on a Sunday, you sleep in because it's a rest day, not because your alarm went off by mistake. The next one is fill out versus fill in. It is about all the documents. The mistake, using them interchangeably for every document. In American English, you fill out the whole form, the whole page, or maybe the whole document. But fill in is spoken or told or used with respect to a particular blank or a specific blank box. If your teacher says fill in the blanks, don't say fill out the blanks, because the teacher means or the teacher is talking about a specific blank that you really need to fill in. The next one is look forward to. This is the grammar trap. Let me tell you. What is a mistake? People say, I look forward to meet you. This is the number one grammar mistake. After the words look forward to, you have to use the ing form of the word. For example, look forward to meeting you. Look forward to hearing from you. Look forward to seeing you. Treat the two as a preposition and not part of infinitive. So next time, make sure you say look forward to meeting you or look forward to seeing Thrive with Sushmita's video. The next one is reach out versus contact. Reach out for people you see every day. You don't reach out to your mom or your best friend sitting next to you. Reach out is professional and it is for someone that you have not spoken to in a while. It implies gap. Use get in touch with or message with your closed circle and don't use reach out for them. Next is dress up versus get dressed. The mistake. People say, I am dressing up for my office. Let me tell you the correct usage. Getting dressed means just putting on clothes, like on a casual or a normal day. But to dress up means wearing something fancy, like a suit or like a gown, or maybe wearing a Batman costume for a party. If you tell your friends, dress up for my party, they show up in a Batman costume and you are dressed in a tuxedo. That's the confusion. The next is throw away versus throw out. Let me tell you, these two phrases are interchangeably used for something that you no longer want and want to get rid of. But there is a subtle difference between the two. Throw away usually emphasizes that something is no longer needed or is trash for you. It is often used when something is going in the bin or being permanently discarded. Let's see it in sentences. Don't throw away that bottle. It can be recycled, which means don't discard that bottle. But sometimes we use it for abstract, well, like don't throw away your life for that job. Throw out emphasizes the act of removing something from a space, like a room or house. I need to throw out all these newspapers from the garage. He was thrown out of the club for being too loud. So throw away is to discard, whereas throw out is to remove from a space. Next one is take off, and let me tell you, it is one of the most versatile phrase in English language because it has got so many meanings. The first and the most common one, we use it for planes, and all of you know about that. The plane took off, right? Simply means aeroplane or a bird just left the ground to fly, right? The opposite is to land. We also use take off when we talk about removing something, especially a clothing or an accessory. Please take off your shoes before entering the temple. We also use it when something becomes successful, a product or someone's career. So we can say her YouTube channel took off after she started posting consistently. Next one is catch up, that the learners use all the time, especially in your social circles, but with certain hiccups. Let me tell you about that. When you say catch up with, which means you meet someone after a gap and telling him or her things that has happened in your life and wanting to know more about what has been happening in their life. I'm meeting a friend for a coffee to catch up with her. Or maybe like, we haven't spoken in months, let's catch up sometime. We use catch up on when we talk about certain tasks or work. This is the one students often get wrong. Use on with catch up when you want to talk about certain work or tasks or classworks that you are left behind. It can also be about some news or maybe as simple as sleep. I was sick last week, so now I need to catch up on my studies. I'm going to stay in this weekend and catch up on my sleep. So the common mistake, I will revise it for you. I need to catch up my studies. No, I need to catch up on my studies. The next one is most important, and you cannot get this one wrong. Pass out versus pass away. This is perhaps the most critical distinction. Get right, or confusing these can lead you to some awkward moments and silences. Let's know about that. To pass out means to lose out consciousness temporarily for a short period of time. It may be because of heat or some dehydration or overwork. You wake up afterwards. It was so hot in the classroom that one of the students passed out. I was so tired last night that I passed out on the sofa before the movie ended, which means I just slept. The next one is pass away. It is a polite way to say that someone is no more, or we can say someone has died. It is more respectful because you cannot say that somebody has died, okay? So it's a respectful and very, very soft way that someone is no more. I'm so sorry to hear that your grandfather passed away last night. Let's talk about these two sentences. If you tell your friend, my uncle passed out last night, he will surely ask you, how is he doing now? But if you say, my uncle passed away last night, your friend will offer their condolences. So now you know the difference, and please use them correctly next time. These were the common mistakes that people make, and please honestly write down in the comment box to tell me how many of these were you using incorrectly. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram for your daily 1-minute fixes to improve your English. Till then, keep practicing, keep learning, and most importantly, keep thriving. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.